1971 war between India and Pakistan. So there was Sam Manekshaw who was heading the Indian Army, and Sam Manekshaw was from the pioneer batch of the Indian Military Academy. So and a lot of these officers who were fighting the battles in the whole theater, like there was Bangladesh, which was at that moment East Pakistan, and then there was Pakistan, and then there was India. A lot of these officers were actually batchmates. They had studied together, they had been friends, they knew each other's
Even the first general of Pakistan Army was the close friend of Sam Manekshaw.
Yeah. So Yahya Khan, who was the president
Yahya
at that
Khan, yes,
time,
sir,
he had
yes, sir.
done a coup and he had become the president of Pakistan. So Manekshaw was almost inside his mind. He knew what he was thinking. They had worked together in Delhi, but you will be surprised to know that the commander-in-chief of the Pakistani army was also the batchmate of Sam Manekshaw. So Muhammad, I think his name is Muhammad Murtaza Khan. So he was also a batchmate. The Burmese commander-in-chief, Smith Dunn, he was also a batchmate. This is the first batch of Indian Military Academy, which is the pioneer batch. So they're all friends and they all know each other.
Each other very well.
Yeah, they know each other's habits, they know what is going on in each other's minds.
How they would react in certain circumstances.
Yeah. So this tradition has continued. Even today, if you have the RIMC reunion, the old batch reunions, you have officers from Bangladesh, you have officers from Pakistan, Afghanistan, Burma, all of them coming together. So it has not just contributed to Indian military, but it has also contributed to the whole South Asian military heritage.
Thank you, sir, for these insights about the in Dehradun rich history of valor and resilience. Major Mr. Jolly, my next question is for you.
Thank you.
Sorry, मैंने आपसे बीच में बात नहीं की.
It's all right, your format.
Sir, ये जो कुपवाड़ा quotes जो book है आपकी, sir, what inspired you to write Kupwara quotes? And how does it reflect the ethos of the Gorkha regiment?
Okay, so again, we have just 5 minutes, I'll come straight to the point, right? I think the military literature in India lacks storytelling. Most of the books that have been written generally come from senior retired officers who tend to have a very military approach to writing that is written very factual, which makes it a very interesting read, but it's not a story.
Right, sir.
Yeah, especially of young officers, those who fight the battles, those who are killing terrorists every day, those who are leading the patrols. They generally tend to give military enthusiasts a very structural, organizational, operational review of how a formation or a unit or Indian Army operates. My aim to bring this was that I believe in storytelling. It is a very powerful tool in any culture, any history. For example, all of us don't know when King Vikramaditya was, which century, no, but we know the stories. Shivaji asked, 10% people would know what century, but everybody knows stories. You can take any name from Indian history, people would know the stories, but they would not know which century, which date, birth date, death, etc., right? That's the power of story, that's the power of narrative. So what I'm trying to do is that tell stories about young officers. And since I had operated extensively in Kupwara with my unit, and then when I moved from Gorkhas to military intelligence, same valley I operated. So I thought that right from my service, right, I served there for many years.
Yes, sir.
To if I have an award, to my years in NDA, everything is actually one line, 95 to 98 NDA. But I have hundreds of stories to tell, which, if nothing else, would start a culture of storytelling, of military storytelling. I am like just trying to be a drop in the ocean. I'm sure a lot of officers will start writing, all men, military fiction, which actually, and a fiction cannot be too detached from reality. I cannot write कि फिर Major Malik ने rifle निकाली और चांद को गोली मार दी. It cannot happen. So within the premise of reality, when a story is weaved around and it turns into an interesting, chapter that you can read and you keep moving from step to step, that becomes a. So this Gorkha garrison is a story that starts with two young officers, so the bonding of young officers. Why in army your senior subaltern is like your elder brother, father, guide, everybody. Any time in life, doesn't matter you're serving or retired, you go back to it. And so that bond, how it is developed, how young officers are groomed actually. We always hear, this is how you are trained to your regiment, how it is done. How do they speak? We have a very Bollywoodish version of, even in storytelling or movies, they tend to over-exaggerate or they tend to stereotype.
They're not much close to reality actually.
Yeah, that is not. So they tend to stereotype in their own version.
Oh,
It is
yeah,
like-
yeah. It's a kind of you can say cinematic liberty होती है वहाँ पर और
Exactly. But cinematic liberty should not go into, I feel it's little denigrating the way they represent us. So I wanted to put record also straight that we don't talk like that. I don't start shouting at everybody when I talk to somebody. Right? I talk very gently.
yes sir.
So that is how all officers talk. So this book, anybody who reads, they'll understand how we talk.
Sir, as I went
just a
to-
second.
Okay sir.
What our jokes are, how we plan, and most importantly for young leaders, when media talks about military operations, they put it this way. It's a 5-line script. आज बारामूला में ये हुआ, 5 आतंकवादी आए, 2 जवान शहीद हुए, 1 को गोली लगी, 3 वो मर गए, और so and so report. Exactly 4 lines. So much goes into doing an operation, so much, right from planning to execution to everything, right? So this book has 4 encounters. One in jungle, one in built-up area, one is house entry, and another is finally in Srinagar city also. So I've shown how young officers lead the operation, how they tell which Jawan. So I'm not giving operational details, but they are talking to each other the way it would have happened. So that's what I'm trying to tell here. It's a 3-book series. This is the first one, and so we'll graduate from them solving. So because I could not have said, read my ramblings, I gave it a name and turned it into a story which moves from point to point. So that's what's happening, and I hope you enjoy it.
So as I went through your book, I came to know about the people in the army that they have their own fears, they have their own apprehensions, and in some situation they react, you can say like normal people as if they would be in the same situation. So particularly Danny, the character in your book, he has his own character, own special characteristics, and your second character, whose name is Deepak. So I read about him that how he reacts in certain situations, how he has apprehensions about his commander. So some human weaknesses are also there.
So yes, I've tried to see what has happened is, and